Just imagine what our nation could achieve if we followed Fritz's example of honor, decency, integrity. Literally just a service to the common good. There would be nothing beyond our reach. God bless you, my dear friend, among the greatest of all Americans.
Tonight, the life and legacy of the late Walter Mondale as the nation celebrates his impact from Minnesota to Washington. Thank you for joining us on TV and CBS News Minnesota. An emotional memorial service in Minneapolis this afternoon for the man who served as the 42nd Vice President of the United States. Our Esme Murphy was at today's service. Many political dignitaries in attendance, Esme, including President Biden.
Obviously, President Biden at the top of the list there, and a dear friend of Walter Mondale's for many, many years. The president was there, and so were Minnesota's two U.S. Senators, Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith, former Senator Al Franken, Governor Tim Walz, and former Governor Mark Dayton. Many friends also and staffers who worked with the humble Minnesota icon for decades.
God bless you, my dear friend. Fritz Mondale was a good man.
In an emotional tribute, President Biden thanked his old friend. The president said he and Mondale had so much in common. Both were senators and vice presidents, and both lost adult children to brain cancer.
Fritz and Joan were there, spreading the light. Joan was one of the first people to reach out to Jill, and it meant the world to us.
Historian John Meacham talked about the Mondale legacy that lives on in the legislation he helped craft in the U.S. Senate.
There are children in America today who will not go hungry because of Fritz Mondale. There are black people in America today who can vote and work and live more freely and fairly because of Fritz Mondale. There are women in America today who see no limit to their dreams because of Fritz Mondale.
Senator Amy Klobuchar remembered the impact of Mondale's choice of Geraldine Ferraro as his running mate in 1984 and the role that Mondale played in encouraging her own career.
He was my mentor from the very beginning of this journey. He taught me a lot, but maybe the most amazing gift he gave me was the gift of resilience. Because, you see, it wasn't just the decency he displayed on the national political stage that made him stand out. It was the dignity he brought home in the wake of defeat.
The sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow.
Towards the end of the service, a touching musical tribute, and President Biden could be seen wiping away tears as a young actress sang Mondale's favorite song, Tomorrow, from the musical Annie. Walter Mondale's son told the crowd that this was the service his father would have wanted, that he didn't want anything fancy, he didn't want to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol. He just wanted friends telling stories, and telling stories right here in Minnesota at his beloved University of Minnesota.
Yeah, they really made it his home and what he wanted.
Yeah, it was a wonderful service, it really was.
Absolutely. Thank you, Esme.